Slower process. Distillation is a slower process compared to other water purification techniques such as reverse osmosis or ultraviolet (UV) radiation. It can take several hours to produce a small amount of distilled water. 4. Limited production capacity. The size of the distillation unit determines the amount of water that can be produced. Large-scale production requires a larger distillation unit, which can be expensive to install and maintain. Applications of distillation. Distillation has several applications in various industries and sectors. Some of the areas where distillation is widely used include: 1. Pharmaceutical industry. Distillation is used in the production of pharmaceutical products such as drugs and vaccines. It provides a highly pure and sterile water source that is free from contaminants. 2. Chemical industry. Distillation is used in the chemical industry to purify solvents, separate products, and remove impurities. 3. Beverage industry. Distillation is used in the production of distilled spirits such as whiskey, gin, and vodka. It removes impurities and produces alcohol with high purity. 4. Desalination. Distillation can be used for desalination of seawater, which involves removing salt and other minerals from seawater to produce potable water. However, desalination using distillation is an expensive process compared to other techniques such as reverse osmosis. In addition to its present applications, distillation has the potential to be used in future technologies, particularly in space exploration. Water is a precious resource, and in space, it is even more precious and limited. NASA is currently researching and developing a distillation system to purify wastewater on spacecraft and space stations. The system uses distillation to recycle urine and other wastewater and turn it into drinking water. As the world population continues to grow and the demand for safe drinking water increases, the need for effective water purification techniques becomes even more important. Distillation is a technique that has the potential to provide safe, potable water to millions of people around the world. While it has its limitations, its advantages make it a valuable resource in many industries and sectors. Some countries and regions have already begun to invest heavily in distillation technology to meet the growing demand for safe drinking water. For example, Saudi Arabia has one of the largest seawater desalination plants in the world, using multi-stage distillation to provide drinking water to millions of people. In addition, many islands and remote locations that rely on rainwater or groundwater that is contaminated are using solar stills, a form of solar distillation, to purify water. The potential for distillation to provide safe drinking water in space is also very promising. As NASA continues to develop its distillation system to recycle wastewater, it may pave the way for future space exploration and the colonization of other planets. In fact, Elon Musk's SpaceX has proposed using distillation technology to provide drinking water on its Mars mission. Distillation is just one of many methods used to purify water. Other methods include reverse osmosis, ultraviolet, UV, radiation, filtration, and chlorination. Reverse osmosis, for example, is a method that uses a semi-permeable membrane to remove ions, molecules, and larger particles from water. It is commonly used to purify seawater for drinking, as well as for treating wastewater. Ultraviolet, UV, radiation, on the other hand, uses UV light to destroy bacteria and viruses in water. It is often used alongside other methods, such as filtration or chlorination, to provide a comprehensive water purification solution. Filtration, which involves passing water through a physical barrier such as sand or activated carbon, is one of the oldest and most widely used methods of water purification. Drug development, the role of chemical synthesis. Drug development, the role of chemical synthesis. Chemical synthesis is a central aspect of drug development. It involves the creation of specific molecules and compounds that possess the desired pharmacological effects. It is the starting point for the development of new drugs that can treat various diseases and conditions. Here, we discuss the role of chemical synthesis in drug development, from the discovery of new medicines to their commercialization. Drug discovery. The first step in drug development is the discovery of new drugs. This is a complex process that involves a variety of approaches, including high-throughput screening, computational methods, and medicinal chemistry. High-throughput screening is a technique used to test large numbers of compounds for biological activity by exposing them to a specific target, such as an enzyme or receptor. Once a lead compound has been identified, medicinal chemists optimize it to enhance its potency and selectivity while minimizing its toxicity. Chemical synthesis plays a critical role in this process as it enables the production of new analogues and derivatives with improved properties. Medicinal chemists aim to achieve a balance between potency, selectivity, and pharmacokinetics, which determines how a drug is absorbed, distributed, metabolized, and excreted in the body. Chemical synthesis is used to create a diverse library of compounds that can be tested for activity against a specific target. This approach is known as structure-activity relationship (SAR) analysis. The goal is to understand how changes in the chemical structure of a compound affect its activity, and to identify the optimal chemical structure for a given biological target. SAR analysis can provide valuable insights into the mechanism of action of a drug, which is important for understanding its efficacy and side effects. Lead optimization. Once a lead compound has been identified, the process of lead optimization begins. This involves the synthesis of analogues and derivatives with slightly different chemical structures to identify compounds with improved potency, selectivity, and pharmacokinetics. Medicinal chemists often use a wide range of synthetic techniques, including multi-step synthesis, chiral synthesis, and combinatorial chemistry, to create diverse libraries of compounds for testing. Multi-step synthesis involves the sequential addition of different chemical groups to a molecule, in a series of synthetic steps. This approach is often used to synthesize complex natural products or biologically active molecules with specific chemical functionality. Chiral synthesis is used to produce molecules with defined stereochemistry, which is important for determining their biological activity. Combinatorial chemistry is an approach where multiple compounds are synthesized simultaneously, using automated methods. This technique enables the rapid generation of large libraries of diverse compounds. During lead optimization, compounds are tested for potency, selectivity, and pharmacokinetic properties, using a range of biological assays and animal models. Compounds with favorable pharmacological properties are selected for further development. Preclinical development. The preclinical development phase involves the testing of selected compounds for toxicity, pharmacokinetics, and pharmacodynamics, using in vitro and in vivo assays. This phase also involves the formulation of the drug into a dosage form, such as a tablet or capsule, and the design of a manufacturing process for its production. Chemical synthesis plays a critical role in the preclinical development phase, as it is used to produce large quantities of the selected compound for testing. Synthetic chemistry methods are